Okay, this recording, we're going to go through the various models in the lab. I'm going to point out to you the structures, but I'm not going to write out the name of them. You will learn it better is if you, using the pictures I provide to you on Canvas, that you label them yourself. You have the names of all the structure you have to identify. So I'm just going to walk through these very quickly. So we're going to start with the lacrimal apparatus. So here and here are the lacrimal glands. The little green things here are lacrimal ducts. This here is the superior lacrimal canaliculus. Down here is the inferior lacrimal canaliculus. Right here is the lacrimal sac. Then here on down is the nasolacrimal duct. Then if we look here, looking at a model from the side, you can see a lot of the muscles associated with the eye. Is we have right here is the superior rectus muscle. Here, and it fell, this right here is the lateral rectus muscle. This is the superior oblique muscle. You're seeing here, this is actually the trochlea. Down here, kind of see it just a little bit. Here is the inferior oblique muscle. Right here is the inferior rectus muscle. The only muscle we don't see in this view is the medial rectus. You also see the white part here, that's the sclera of the eye. Now we're looking at from the front, so again, superior rectus, lateral rectus, see a little bit of the medial rectus, superior oblique here, and a little tiny bit of the inferior oblique. It's hard to see. You also see, besides that sclera out here, all the white, you see kind of that, it's kind of pulled off a little bit. There's the cornea. It's clear. You look in past the cornea, you see some other structures, but I'll wait till we get a better view so you can go through that. Now what we've done is taken that top part, so I'm going to come back here. We've kind of pulled this top part off, and now you still see here's the sclera, the white. Now we're deeper into the eye. So the right here is the ciliary body. Right out here is the choroid. You see in here is part of the iris. The outer part right here is the pupillary dilator muscle. And here is the pupillary constrictor muscle. Also, you can actually now see right here, there is the medial rectus muscle. Here's the medial rectus, superior oblique muscle there. We've now pulled, I've pulled out the vitreous body. The lens isn't there, but what you can see, here's the inner part. There's the retina, all this kind of tannish color is retina. Here's that yellow is the optic nerve. This region right there is the optic disc. Here's a little small eye. And if you kind of see it, it fell out a little bit, but if I kind of go right around it, the cornea, but the cornea is transparent, and what we're going to see, I can at least point out to the parts of the iris. So the outer part, and I'm going to actually do it in red right here. That's the pupillary radial muscle, also called the pupillary dilator muscle. In green, I'm going to do it this way because this is actually how the fibers run. There's the pupillary constrictor muscle, otherwise known as the pupillary sphincter muscle. The black, which I'm going to color in with gray, there's the pupil. Here's the sclera. And again, you see some muscles. You get superior rectus, medial rectus, lateral rectus, and what you see here is the tendon of the superior oblique muscle. We've taken that top part off, so again you see that white is the sclera, but now we're seeing deeper again, so ciliary body, choroid, and again you see the pupillary radial muscle here, and then the pupillary constrictor muscle. Here we've actually taken that part off now, and now we see right there is the vitreous body. Here is the lens. So lens is past that pupil. Here we've pulled that vitreous body out. Here's the lens. Here's the optic nerve, optic disc. Here's the retina. Now if you look right there, that little purple dot is supposed to represent the macula lutea. And in the inner part, there's a depression called the fovea centralis. Here, it's just, again, same thing. Here's a little small eye. This is kind of actually eye I see lots in the doctor's office. Here's sclera again. You can see kind of that clear cornea on the outside. Here we're kind of looking further, back. Here's the lens right there. Here you're seeing part of the ciliary muscles, part of that ciliary body. Here's the retina, optic nerve, optic disc there. And you also, if you look carefully, you can actually see the different layers of the eye. So the white is, that specific white is the sclera. That's continuous with the cornea of the eye. That's part of your fibrous tunic of the eye. The pink is part of the vascular tunic. And actually that where I'm pointing to is actually the choroid. The yellow and the orange is part of the neural tunic, and that's where you can see part of the retinas, the orange, that's where the photoreceptors are located. Here's a big eye. So again, the white is the sclera. See some muscles again. There's actually an attachment of the tendon of the superior oblique that you're seeing. I'm going to look at the other side. So here they've shown you again the layers. So the fibrous tunic, you've got the vascular tunic, and we've got the neural tunic of the eye. Here, the big eye, we've taken the top part off. So you see vitreous body here. Here's the lens right there. There's the cornea. See the sclera again right there. Optic nerve. Back here where the optic disc. Now I want to take that vitreous body out. And when I do, I can now see that yellow spot. And macula lutea actually literally means yellowed spot. And in the center, there's a little depression called the fovea centralis. Here's the lens again, so you can see the lens. Here's just the other side. So again, you see the macula lutea. In this center, little depression is the fovea centralis. Here's the inferior view of the brain. You still have to be aware of some of the structures associated with vision, because if I damage certain parts of these, you should be able to tell me where I'm going to lose vision from. So in the blue, that is the right optic nerve. That's bringing information from the right eye. The green would be the left optic nerve. That's bringing information from the left eye. Both of them contain nasal and temporal retinal fibers. Now I'm going to do red. I'm going to do the optic chiasm. That's where crossing over of nasal retinal fibers takes place. In black, I'm going to do the right optic tract. In gray, I'm going to do the left optic tract. Now the right optic tract contains fibers coming from both eyes, but it's carrying information in regards to the left visual field of both eyes, while the left optic tract here is carrying information from the right visual field of both eyes. So that's where I'm going to end.